It's England versus the US of A. Tea versus cake. The gloves are off and our thinking caps are on. Not for all the tea in China. Tea and sympathy. A storm in a teacup. More tea, Vicar, so many tea idioms. But who's most likely to use these expressions? Whoo! Wowee! Whew! Driving cattle cross country sure can't take it out of a fella. Whew. No, bartender. No whiskey for me this time. I done lost a couple of head of cattle along the way. I'll be needing some tea and sympathy right about now. What do you say, bartender? One's alleged feud with grandson and granddaughter-in-law? A storm in a teacup. Really, one does not understand the media's fascination with one's relatives. Why should one's minor family disputes provoke so much uproar? Really? If you answered A, well, you gon' need to catch up on your westerns. You hear that? That's Clint Eastwood and John Wayne calling, yee-haw! If you answered B, then bingo, you've got it! The English love affair with tea began in the 17th century, and this passion shows no sign of cooling. Indeed, tea is still England's national beverage of choice, so it's hardly surprising that the language contains many idioms related to this magical drink. Today, we look at one of my personal favorites. It's not my cup of tea. When we say that something or someone is not our cup of tea, we mean that we don't enjoy or like the thing or person in question. In the early 20th century, the expression cup of tea was used to describe a friend we particularly liked, as in, George is a cup of tea. George is great. In the 1930s, the expression morphed into my cup of tea, which was a way of saying that we liked something or someone. Today, we usually hear people saying that something or someone is not their cup of tea. This negative usage began during World War II. Seriously, World War II. Did you have to mess everything up? Armed conflict is definitely not my cup of tea. If something is a piece of cake, it's very easy to do. For instance, it's easy to eat a delicious cake. So, eating this cake is a piece of cake. There is no true consensus regarding the birthplace of this expression. Some sources claim that it was imported into America, while others say that the English, or more generally the British, adopted the expression after hearing it from their American cousins. For the sake of this video, let's just say that the expression is from the US of A. Okay? Yeehaw! Exactly why a piece of cake became a synonym for something that is easily done is also unclear. There are a number of popular theories, but the simplest and my personal favorite is that eating a cake is probably one of the simplest and most enjoyable things a person can do. See? Easy, right?
I thought beating this guy would be a piece of cake, but he's an impressive opponent. Respect, man. Yes, well, I must admit that although fighting an inferior adversary is not exactly my cup of tea, I did somewhat enjoy the exercise.
So, is it all making sense now? Yes? No? In any case, stop scratching your heads and go and get some tea and cake. Queen's orders.